I would get cranky.
So I know.
That sounds like critical mass.
Okay.
Rough crowd, sorry all.
Is everybody here? If you're not here, please raise your hand. Okay. It seems like we still have some folks milling in. Just socially distance as best you can, probably standing room at this point. All righty. Come on in. You can see everything. There's some room back over here. A little bit. Yeah. Okay. Well, welcome to the city's swearing in ceremony. My name is Marty Rabine. I'm the city clerk and legislative services director. This is a bit of an exciting occasion. By the time we're done today, we're going to have 6 judges in the room. That's kind of a new thing for me. I've been around for 30 years. We've never had 6 judges in the room this time. So we're gonna start out with the municipal court judges. Judge Halligan is gonna swear in Judge Rihanna. So let's get it going. So we've got a plan. We are live streaming, so the swearer will stand over there. The swearee will stand over here and do the oath of office, and then the signature form is right there. Okay. All right. Take it away. And here's your cheat sheet. One. Okay. Okay. Hoping I could watch someone else first.
So good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Leslie Halligan. I'm one of 5 district court judges, and 3 of us are joining here today to help usher in your 3 new municipal court judges. All of the district court judges have had the pleasure of working with Jennifer, Jake, and Eli, and I'm certain that all 3 of them will serve the community well. Jennifer had asked me to swear her in, and it's certainly my honor to do that. She and I, of course, are the only 2 women that will be sitting on the benches in Missoula County. And we have had many other women come before us to help us pave the way. We hope that the skills that we have, both in our legal careers, will help us to continue to make good judgments for all of the citizens of Missoula. You don't know a lot about Jennifer. She was born in Washington State and grew up primarily there, but she came to Montana and graduated from the University of Montana Law School in 2005. She has been a very honored and devoted public defender, and certainly knows what it means to be a member of the public and serving the public. She's received a number of awards. In 2012, she was given an award from the Public Defender's Office that demonstrated exceptional leadership in public defense. And in 2015, she was awarded Lawyer of the Year from the Montana Association of Criminal Defense. And in 2016, she served Missoula and the state as the regional public defender in Missoula. So she's had many accolades, and I'm quite certain in the future that she'll continue to demonstrate kind of her steadfast work, her sound judgment, and she'll serve the citizens well. So Jennifer, as a judge, I have to say I transitioned from being a prosecutor, and you'll have the same opportunity to transition from one role to another role. There is a bit of a getting used to that, wondering why people appearing before you are doing things in a certain way that maybe you wouldn't have done. But I'm quite certain that you'll adjust. As you know, people in the state and courts of justice shall be open to every person, and a speedy remedy afforded for every injury of person, property, or character. That right and justice shall be administered without sale, denial, or delay. Certainly, there are many challenges in the judicial system, and certainly in the city courts. What you'll be faced, I'm sure, is advances in technology, efficiency, and transparency. But what people always want to know is that they can be heard. And so I hope that you'll continue to have the skills and responsibilities to never forget the impact of your decisions on all people, to preserve public safety and to meet the expectations of justice. Certainly, you've run a campaign and the electorate has elected you. So there's a lot of people out there voting for you and rooting for you to be successful. My congratulations, and it's my honor to now administer the oath of office. So if you'll please raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Jennifer Storiano,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of my office of Municipal Court Judge
of my office of Municipal Court Judge
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
I so affirm.
I so affirm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So for all of you, you'll see her signature. It will not be readily duplicated, but she'll be signing a lot. And so I next think that we have one of our other judges, Judge Marks.
No speech from me, Eli, but I will very much miss having you in my courtroom. Are you sure you want to do this?
Ask me again in a week.
Done. Please raise your right hand. I state your name.
Eli Parker.
Try the I.
I, Eli Parker,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
of Municipal Court Judge
of Municipal Court Judge
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
I so affirm.
I so affirm.
So whenever you have a group gathered, you always have to say a few words. And I'm going to say a few words about Jake Coolidge, who has served in my courtroom for a number of years. I always appreciated his practical approach, his wisdom in guiding his clients, knowing when to push an issue and when to perhaps counsel the client that it may not be the appropriate approach. And he was always a calming voice. I'm thrilled that he is coming to the bench because he will provide that same calming voice to angry litigants, obstreperous attorneys, all manner of things. As Judge Marks indicated, Jake, are you sure you want this job? I also need to say make an important point, and that is that much like we show up at weddings to support a couple as they enter into their bonds of matrimony, you are here to support these three judges and all of these elected officials. You are here as a tangible sign of your support. And there's a number of opportunities, I am quite certain, that soon Judge Coolidge will have a hard day and may talk to friends, family, former colleagues to work through issues because we make weighty decisions. And I hope that you will always make yourself available. And I assume from your presence here today that you will make yourself available to help Judge Coolidge, the other judges, and the other elected officials deal with those weighty issues. So with that, are you ready to become a judge?
I'm ready.
Okay. Please raise your right hand. I, Jacob Coolidge,
I, Jacob Coolidge,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
of municipal court judge
of municipal court judge
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
I so affirm.
I so affirm.
Congratulations, Judge Coolidge.
Thank you.
We also need to give a big shout out to Judge Beal, who did jail appearances this morning. And so I think all of the 3 judges that were just sworn in probably need to find out what the favorite beverage is for Judge Beal, because it's the day after a 3-day weekend with New Year's Eve. So let's do Mayor Engen, Judge Halligan, please. Thank you.
So it's my pleasure today to swear John Engen in as the Missoula mayor for his 5th term. So we are very proud, John, to have you continue in your role as our mayor, and your career as a public servant has been excellent. Certainly you and I have served most of our career as public servants, and so we're more familiar with the challenges. As a public servant, we often work to save and care for lives. You have done so in many ways. 1 or 2 that I'll mention, certainly you have focused on housing our citizens and ensuring that the nuts and bolts of city work that we often take for granted, our emergency services, our first responders, our beautiful parks, you've made Missoula an even better place for all of us to live. You've improved our community. As I said, you've planned and taken the steps necessary to work for housing for our unhoused, to ensure a vital downtown association, a healthy community, our water system. And for many nonprofits, you've served as a fabulous MC. I know that I've devoted money to many of these nonprofits, thanks to your auctioneering and our valuable services. You influence social change. In addition to your work in the nonprofit community, you continue to support business. Again, our downtown master plan, the growth in Missoula that's so well managed. And you continue to make Missoula a great place to live and the best place to live. I hope that you're also receiving some personal fulfillment. I know that, as you've said, many times, that if you still have fire in your belly, it's time to continue to work. I hope that that fire continues to burn for you. I thank you for your personal sacrifices, for being available and being civil to our citizens. And not only do you work to set goals, but you work tirelessly to achieve those goals. We in Missoula are in a better place for your many contributions, and we look forward to an even brighter future. Congratulations.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, John Engen,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Montana
and the Constitution of the State of Montana
and that I will discharge the duties
and that I will discharge the duties
of my office of mayor
of my office of mayor
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
I so affirm.
I so affirm.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
They do. I wish I had, yeah, go ahead. You've never seen this before. And he always serves with such good humor. That's certainly a skill I don't have, but John has it in spades.
I can always speechify into a microphone, as it turns out. Marty, first, I want to thank all of you for being here, for all the good reasons that you are here to support the folks who have shown up, who have gone to enormous lengths at some personal peril to serve this community. This is the 6th oath of office that I have taken. And each time I approach the oath with humility, and as I deliver this oath to others today, I'll ask that they remember what I try to remember, and that is that our responsibility here is enormous. Democracy is messy and challenging and painful and remarkable and wonderful. And it happens most visibly, most palpably at the local level. So the folks who are taking these oaths today are engaged in the business that hundreds of years ago, the founders suggested was the ultimate calling, and that is we work together to manage our problems together so that we can all do better. This is a we business all day long. And I have nothing but faith that we can continue to work together to make a difference for the folks that we are swearing to serve today by offering our fidelity to our offices and the documents that we rely on a daily basis to guide us, those constitutions, both of the United States and the state of Montana. In those documents are guarantees. And we are responsible for making sure that those guarantees remain manifest in the lives of the folks we serve. And that's a big deal. It's hard. It can be fun. And I would just suggest to particularly my colleagues on the Missoula City Council that their obligation here is to lead based on what they know, what they believe is right, to be trustees of the folks who invested in them through their exercise of the franchise to vote, to make a difference in our community. I'm grateful to all of you for being here. I'm grateful for Lucy for being here. The first time I did this a long time ago, I had two parents, and today they're not here. But what I'm hoping is that I can continue to do work that honors them and that honors all of you with you. So thank you for being here. And with that, let's do some swearing. I will note, by the way, I am really uncomfortable with this many people being in robes in the same room. Also grateful for you being here. Why, Jennifer, here you are. Would you be so kind as to raise your right hand and repeat after me? I state your name.
I, Jennifer Savage,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Montana,
and the Constitution of the state of Montana,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
of City Council Ward 1
of City Council Ward 1
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
I so affirm.
I so affirm.
Congratulations. You're welcome to speak to five. And you now have insurance and free parking. Councilman Hess, my friend. It's okay to applaud. And well-deserved, I might add. Good afternoon, Jordan.
Good afternoon, Mayor.
Ready when you are. If you would raise your right hand and please repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Jordan Hess,
do solemnly affirm that I will support,
do solemnly affirm that I will support
protect, and defend the
Protect and defend
Constitution
the Constitution
of the United
of
States
the United States
and of the state of Montana,
and of the state of Montana,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
of City Council Ward 2
of City Council Ward 2
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
I so
I
affirm.
so affirm.
Congratulations. All right, I will try to do the cadence the same way every time. Mr. Carlino. You get woots. That's good. Ready?
Yep.
All right. If you would please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Daniel Carlino,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
of City Council Ward 3
of City Council Ward 3
with fidelity, so help me God.
with fidelity, so help me God.
Congratulations. Mr. Nugent, the younger. Ready, James? Huh? Think so? All right. Are you ready, Michael? All right. If you would please repeat after me and raise your right hand. I, Mike Nugent,
I, Mike Nugent,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
of City Council Ward 4
of City Council Ward 4
with fidelity,
with fidelity.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Ms. Anderson. If you would please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Stacy Marie Anderson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and
the
defend
Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
of City Council Ward 5
of City Council Ward 5
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank
Congratulations.
you.
And Ms. Jordan. How are you today?
I'm well, how are you?
Good, thanks. Would you please raise your right hand? It's okay to applaud. It's a big deal. Yeah. And if you'd repeat after me, I state your name.
I, Kristen Jordan,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
of City Council Ward 6
of City Council Ward 6
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
I so affirm.
I so affirm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That, anyone else want to swear in today? With that, thank you again, all of you, for being here. A round of applause for all these wonderful people who showed up. Thank you, your honors, for being here. Thank you, Judge Halligan, for your kind words. And appreciate all of you being here. There is no buffet, and I apologize for that, but I'm given to understand from experience long ago, there's a bar next door. So if anyone would like to partake, please do. Thank you again. For those of you who are interested, 6 o'clock tonight, we'll have a city council meeting and get this show on the road. Thank you again. Thanks also to clerk staff for always doing a great job of putting these things together for us. Lots of unsung heroes in this organization. And once again, congratulations, all you newly elected folks. And your honors, you got a bunch of stuff to do over there. So thanks, folks.